I was expecting.
Yeah, well, Mkhwanazi is not the same as Masemola, so
Clearly.
how I respond to things, the Jara Masemola might not do the same.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, allegedly. My people, my people, my people.
Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you are well. I come with very interesting news about Shadrack Sibiya. My goodness, what I'm about to tell you today sounds like a Netflix series.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Nhlanhla.
A top cop. Helicopters were going round and round everywhere. There were surveillances, there's betrayal, and the words that Sibiya said that was so monumental was, "I am under siege." This is a Shadrack Sibiya saga. So please buckle up because this is going to be a wild bump. Okay, so who is Shadrack Sibiya? First, I need you to make sure there's context because you need to understand who we are talking about here, okay? Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya is not just any cop. This is a suspended Deputy National Police Commissioner of South Africa. Yeah.
I say, now the gadget has been taken as well, and then when I am preparing myself to participate like all others who participated before me.
That's like second in command of the entire police force. He is in the big leagues, my people. Now, the word suspended is doing some heavy lifting in that title because when you are suspended from that kind of a position, it's not because you forgot to file maybe your timesheet. You know what I mean? Sibiya has been in the South African police force for years. He climbed the ranks, got to one of the most powerful positions in law enforcement, and now he's allegedly at the center of one of the biggest corruption investigations that are in recent SAPS history. But before we get into the allegations, let me paint you a picture of what October 9th actually looked like for this man. So Thursday morning, October 9th, Centurion, Gauteng, it's in Sibiya's residence. Imagine you're at home, ne? Imagine it is 3 a.m. and people are coming into your home. Normal Thursday morning vibes, and then heavily armed police officers show up at your door. Not just regular cops. No, that's not what we're talking about. We are talking about members of the National Interventions Unit, the NIU. These are the officers who handle high-risk operations. They are armed. They have tactical gear. The whole setup, my people. They have a search and seizure warrant. Multiple charges, and those charges are for you, Sibiya. And these are for your electronics. Sibiya himself actually confirmed this to the media. He said, and I quote, "Officers presented him with a warrant related to multiple charges, including defeating the ends of justice." Some of them were money laundering and corruption. Now, defending the ends of justice is legal terminology, but basically what it means, my people, is allegedly interfering with investigations. That's the bottom line of what it means. Obstructing justice, potentially covering things up. It is serious. The officers went through to his home, right? This is definitely in a very systematic manner, professionally so, and they took everything electronic. They took phones, computers. Hey, I'm not so sure about the tablets because he was about to say IP, and then he changed and said laptops.
What they are after is just the gadgets. I gave them what they needed.
What did you give them?
Is the laptop.
Give them?
Is the laptop. There's nothing in the laptop. There's cell phones.
How many cell phones, General?
3 or 4. It's the phones that are here.
Including your personal phones.
Yes.
So I don't think they were able to take that iPad that he had, but hard drives. Maybe the iPad was in his car because he said he wasn't at home when they got in.
Where were you at the time when the police found you, General?
I was not around. I was called to come and I came.
So much to say. Anything that could contain data, communication, or evidence, everything gone. And here's what's wild, right? Sibiya's lawyer, which is his name is Ian Levitt, was there during all of this, which which, well, is a smart move, having legal representation present for them to be able to look at certain things that are right, that are wrong. But can you imagine the tension in that house? Like, that's a lot. Your colleagues are there because remember, these are all police officers. They are raiding not anyone else's home, your home. Huh? The people that are your subordinates are raiding your home.
But the ones that are actually doing the job are constable and sergeants. 2 sergeants have shaken this country in Gauteng. 2 sergeants that are working in the Gauteng province have shaken this country. If it was not for their guts to go deeper into the criminality of the syndicate in Gauteng, we wouldn't be here today.
They're taking your property while you're suspended from your job as their deputy commissioner. The optics, my people, absolutely insane. But the raid itself, that's just the beginning of the story. Because Sibiya didn't hide. He didn't do those no comment kind of things, you know. He didn't do that. This man literally walked outside, faced the media cameras, and gave us content. And today, this is what I want to share with you. He said, yeah, I am under siege. Not, this is a misunderstanding. Not, I'm cooperating with the authorities. The man said, I am under siege.
General, we understand that this started since 3 a.m. in the morning. Are you aware about the cars that were coming in looking at
No, I've
us?
been under surveillance. Remember, we are under siege here. It's helicopters, it's surveillance, left, right, and center. This is abuse of power.
That on its own shows some form of betrayal, together with a lot of stress and an acceptance of the fact that this is one of the hardest times of his life. He talked about feeling betrayed, obviously, by his colleagues, particularly the National Commissioner, Fani Masemola.
You clearly angry, General Sibiya.
I'm not angry, I'm hurt. I feel like Joseph, whose brothers actually threw him in the pit.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Nhlanhla.
And they ended up selling him because I've been working with my colleagues and we've been working very well. But for my colleagues to turn on me the way they turned on me, that's beyond.
There's a truth that Sibiya is not sharing. He looks like a vulnerable person who has done nothing wrong to the workers or to his colleagues. And unfortunately, that is not the whole truth. The whole truth, my people, is the fact that Sibiya has also inflicted pain, not just in the colleagues that are in his league, but even with the colleagues that are below him. I want you to listen to what Mkhwanazi had to say about the awards that occurred and how Sibiya was a part of making sure that the people in the political killings task team do not receive any honorary, but his team does with just one case.
Subsequent to that, the National Commission had made some commitment that these members are going to be rewarded during the Excellence Awards that we're going to sit on the 26th of January, 2025 at the ICC in Durban. And the members went out to go and buy themselves nice clothes to look good so they can stand in front of their fellow colleagues to be rewarded, given good certificates for good performance and so forth. But on almost the eve of that Excellence Awards, because of this letter, then the minister did not want, I believe, the National Commission did not want to upset the minister, because the minister was going to be the functionary on the Excellence Award.
The minister was there and the National Commissioner was there.
On the Excellence Award.
That's at the awards day, is it 22nd or 28th of January?
The 26th of January.
26th.
So then suddenly, the members' nomination was withdrawn. The certification of these members was cancelled. On the eve of the event, they were told, you're not going to be rewarded anything. Honorable Chair and members, you see the performance of this team. It is, I think it's annexed here on my document about the work they've done. I've presented it on my statement right at the beginning, starting from NSM 1, and I think it runs all the way up until page 77 on this annex. The work of this team, but they got this reward from the South African Police Service.
You're showing
that's zero.
zero.
They were not recognized, as if they did nothing. But the members that were led by Shadrack Sibiya that went to investigate the massacre of Lusikisili, which happened last year, those members rewarded, including Sibiya himself. One case. These members who did all this, they didn't get a single cent. Not a certificate, a mere paper that is signed by the National Commission was withdrawn, cancelled. So when you see me appear before the media on the 27th and express what I was expressing on the 27th of January, it is because some of the things that had happened in the organization, we demoralized these members. These members have been asking themselves questions ever since, that what did we do wrong? Whose toe did we step on that made the management to look at us like this? So these are a group of members that we're talking about, Honorable Chair and members, that we needed to protect. So I've been fighting this thing on behalf of these members to try and ask questions. What is it that these members have done wrong? Because they're doing a good job in KZN. What is it that they did wrong? So it is that questioning of things that led me into uncovering other things. And I must say, as we are sitting here, Chair, and I've said it before and I'm repeating again, the rank levels in the police that are seen that I speak about are generals. We have brigadiers in the police. But the ones that are actually doing the job are constable and sergeants. 2 sergeants have shaken this country in Gauteng. 2 sergeants that are working in the Gauteng province have shaken this country. If it was not for their guts to go deeper into the criminality of the syndicate in Gauteng, we wouldn't be here today. The resilience of those 2 juniors that brought us here, they are the ones that caused Khumalo to be part of it and assist them. That Khumalo caused me from KZN to bring the team to Gauteng to help them.
So you're saying Masemola betrayed you?
Are you saying who betrayed you? Because already
My colleagues betrayed me,
who betrayed you?
including him. The last time I was with the National Commissioner, we were fine. The last time I saw him, we were okay.
Has he been to your compound?
Many times.
Honorable Chair and honorable members, it sometimes can be dangerous to express your opinion about something that you don't have facts on.
Oh, and also by other people that he worked with alongside, throughout the years. But he's alleging that the institution he served is now turning on him. And this is where it gets into a bit of like a thriller territory. He claims he's been under surveillance for weeks. My people, he claims there have been helicopters, there are vehicles that are following him, the full surveillance operations that are happening now. We don't know if this surveillance was official police operation or if Sibiya was being paranoid or if maybe there's something else that's going on because, he is working with the other team, not just the good guys, but the bad guys. And maybe the bad guys really want to get in and make sure this guy doesn't snitch on us, You never know. But the fact that he felt the need to say this publicly, for me, that's actually telling us something about his state of mind and what he believes is actually happening. And you know what else he said? He actually said, in the face of all of this pressure, all these allegations, the raid, the investigation, I will not resign. Yeah, he didn't say I'm innocent. He didn't say I'm fighting these charges. Just straight up, I will not resign. He said any action to remove him would have to come from his superiors. So basically what he's saying is I'm not going to resign. You're going to have to fire me because I am not leaving voluntarily. That's a power move, or possibly maybe the most defiant stance in South African police drama history. Well, or maybe both. All right. The allegations, my people. This is what he is accused of. So because we've covered the drama of what happened today, which is the raid and the under siege moment, what is Sibiya actually being accused of? Because the allegations here are very serious, my people. KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, because he is not holding back, my people. He has made some explosive claims and very, very recent ones in actual fact. But today we won't be talking about those. He allegedly actually accused Sibiya and former police minister Senzo Mkhwanazi of colluding to do what, you may ask? To disband his baby, the PKTT in KZN. Now, why would anyone want to disband a task team that is investigating political killings? According to Mkhwanazi, allegedly, They are doing this to protect crime syndicates. So let that sink in for a second, my people. A deputy national police commissioner and a police minister allegedly working together to shut down a task team that is investigating murders so that crime syndicates can operate freely. Oh my goodness, this is not just corruption. That is compromising murder investigations in actual fact. That is allegedly protecting organized crime at the highest level of law enforcement. And here's where it gets more complicated. Sibiya allegedly transferred those 121 case dockets, that is 121 case files, from the PK13 KZN to the police head office. This happened after Mkhwanazi ordered the team to be disbanded, okay? 121 cases, my people. Political killings, sensitive investigations. Hey, all of them moved from a specialized task team to where exactly? Why are we moving them? What happened to these investigations? These are the questions that are at the heart of this investigation. And Mkhwanazi is not being subtle about what he thinks should happen. He is publicly stating the fact that he expects Sibiya to be arrested and he expects him to appear in court by December 31st. Put that date in your calendar, my people, because December 31st, 2025, New Year's Eve, Mkhwanazi wants Sibiya in court by then. Maybe it's probably going to come earlier than that. That's not just shade. That is a public timeline for justice. So whoever's working on this case better work on it very well. Now, there is confusion, obviously, on why he was arrested, on whether he was arrested or not. And here's where things get slightly confusing for other people. Because of all of this, the raid and the seized electronics, the dramatic statements, Mkhwanazi calling for his arrest, you'd actually think the next headline would be Sibiya has been arrested, right? Wrong. SAPS spokesperson has explicitly denied reports of Sibiya's arrest. They've actually, in actual fact, clarified multiple times that he has not been taken into custody.
We were under the impression that you were being arrested today, yet you're standing right in front of us. What's the story?
Well, me too, I was under the impression that it's going to happen. I'm expecting it anytime. I mean, the General Mkhwanazi said yesterday that it's imminent. There's been imminent since last year, so I'm still waiting.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Taula.
So we have the situation where there was a raid, there were electronics that were actually seized, there are multiple charges against him, and there is an investigation, but there is no arrest. Well, at least not yet. The math isn't mathing, people. It's giving, we are building a case in actual fact. It's giving, we need to go through all those electronic devices first to make sure we have what we want. It's giving, the arrest is coming, but we're not there yet. Now, National Police Commissioner General Fani Masemola, that is the top cop that was speaking today. This is Sibiya's boss, has actually confirmed that he was informed about the raid. So this operation has approval from the highest level of SAPS, my people. This isn't some rogue investigation or maybe something that is not well prepared for. No, this is officially sanctioned, which makes the no arrest yet thing even more interesting. Are they dotting their I's and crossing their T's? Making absolutely sure, that they have airtight cases before they arrest someone of his rank. Well, probably, but the suspense is killing us. I don't know about you, but me, it's killing me. But why does this matter? Because there's definitely a bigger question. Why should you care about one suspended cop in a police raid? That is a fair question, but let me tell you why this matters. Number one, this is allegedly about corruption at the highest level of South African police service, my people. We are not talking about one bad apple here. We are talking about the deputy national commissioner. That is institutional. That is big. That is huge. Number two, this, my people, involves political killings. These are murder investigations. If these allegations are true, it means murder investigations were allegedly compromised. Families deserve justice at least. Society deserves some form of accountability. And number 3, crime syndicates. That's another reason. If high-ranking police officials are allegedly protecting organized crime, what then does that say about the safety of ordinary South Africans, to be honest? Who's protecting us if the protectors are allegedly compromised as well? Hey, number 4, this is part of a wider crackdown. Sibiya's case isn't happening in isolation. SAPS has already confirmed that there are ongoing investigations into alleged corruption within the service. This could be the tip of the iceberg. And number 5, my people, the political killings tossed him in KZN was disbanded, Pela. Those 121 cases, we don't know what happened to them. We know they've been brought back, but why were they taken in the first place without telling Mkhwanazi first?
What if General Sibiya comes before this committee and says, but you know, he is a deputy national commissioner. He is in charge of detectives, and that he was authorized to issue a directive, even an instruction, to the detectives dealing with those 121 cases to bring them to head office in Pretoria.
Honorable Chair and members, there's only one person in charge of the police in South Africa. That's the National Commissioner of Police. He's the most powerful person in the country. And he delegates his responsibility to different levels. There's delegation letter that is signed that says you can do A to Z. So if the National Commissioner have delegated that responsibility to Shadrack Sibiya, then I will not argue. But the problem that we then going to have is that if the National Commission is going to delegate something that is going to conflict with the legislation, then there's going to be a problem. So if Sibiya were to come and argue that the dockets belong to him, or he was told by the National Commission to do that, well, that means the National Commission must come into this portfolio committee and confirm whether did he or did he not. But as far as I'm concerned, we are governed by the legislation, that the members that are before me are responsible for passing. And when they pass this legislation, they expect me and the men in blue to enforce those legislations. So if anyone then violates the legislation, we have to act as directed by these members, that anyone who breaks this law must be punished in this fashion. That's what we do. So if Shadrack Sibiya were to come and argue differently to what the legislation is saying, it will mean he will have been admitting that he's breaking the law. I'll hope that when he comes here and he says that, the members are going to call him into task, because it means as a law enforcer, he does not know the very same law he's supposed to enforce.
That is 121 families, 121 lives, and 121 potential justice scenarios that are now in limbo.
It is Khumalo who moved the dockets from Durban to Pretoria. It was by instruction of General Khumalo to move the docket, not General Centurion.
And Khumalo never told you all this?
He never told me. I was furious with him.
I was going to ask you now.
Yeah, I was furious with him. He simply said, there's just too much things happening. And so there was this instruction, and he decided to comply with it, because I think they were just attacking him left and right.
This isn't just tea for the sake of tea. This is about the integrity of law enforcement in South Africa.
So someone had to do something about it, because otherwise, yes, there's some very talkative experts out there who will say the police job is to not do politics. I'm not a politician. I've never signed, I've never joined a member of a political party. It's never been my dream to be a politician. Mine is a police officer. I'm a civil servant. And I'm charged with the responsibility to enforce the law.
Yes, Minister Becky Kelly, he told us, he's got a lot of admiration, he's got high admiration for you. He said, you're a very good cop.
Yeah, well, it's good, because the
not a
minister,
politician.
it's good because then the general will know that if there's a law broken, even if he breaks the law, I'll arrest him as well. That is my job. I don't have a responsibility in terms of, that's why I was surprised when I saw Mr. Nkabingo with t-shirts of political parties. Because I don't wear a t-shirt of a political party. I even struggle to wear a t-shirt of a soccer club. maybe Bafana Bafana will. I'm not that much involved. I know a lot of people within the political space, but it's not my space. And I don't dream of becoming a politician. There was an invitation on some of the members that I should join, but I'll gladly decline because that's not me. I was never like that. I'm just a South African, a civil servant. That's what I'm doing. I think people sometimes confuse a police officer that might become famous as we do and politician. You don't run a country by enforcing the law only. You run a country by looking at a variety of things, which I'm not an expert on. I know policing, nothing else. I don't write legislation, I enforce it. I might pick up things that are wrong in the legislation, but I don't draft it.
This is about whether justice can function when the people enforcing it are allegedly compromised. And that, my people, affects all of us. So where do we go from here? The investigation obviously continues. Those electronic devices are being analyzed as we speak. Mkhwanazi wants Sibiya in court by December 31st. Sibiya says he won't resign. The whole situation is allegedly a pressure cooker waiting to explode. We will be watching this story closely because something tells me we haven't seen the last of Sibiya's saga. What do you think? Please, is this legitimate investigations? Is this serious corruption, or is it something else that is going on here? Please don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button because trust me, you don't want to miss the updates of this story. Thank you so much for listening. This is Allegedly. Bye.
Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, allegedly. My people, my people, my people.